Hi guys! Welcome to the Ancient Monkey YouTube channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about what are the advantages of international trade. So make sure to watch the full video. International trade is defined as the exchange of goods, capital and services between countries across their international borders. The prime reason for any country to engage in international trade is because there is a need or want of goods or services. It is true that in most countries, international trade represents a big share of the gross domestic product, GDP. Although international trade has been there throughout a large part of our history, the world has started to acknowledge and appreciate its economic, political, and social importance only in the past few centuries. It is important to note that carrying out a trade at the international level is a much more complex process vis-a-vis the domestic trade. When there is an exchange of goods, capital, or services between two or more nations, there are a number of factors like government policies, currency, judicial system, and markets that get involved. As such, it is important for us to appreciate the benefits that international trade can bring to the respective economies. Advantages of international trade. There are a number of international organizations, like the World Trade Organizations, that are working towards making the international trade process smoother. The multilateral and bilateral forums are trying to ensure that the trade between nations becomes easier, which will also end up increasing the overall volume of goods and services exchanged. It is important to note that trade between nations is not easy because of the difference in their economic situation, rules and regulations, customs, and several other factors. But with the increasing advent of globalization in the past few decades, international trade has increased by leaps and bounds. So it is important for us to understand the main benefits of international trade, explained below. 1. Increased revenues. One of the top advantages of international trade is that you may be able to increase your number of potential clients. Each country you add to your list can open up a new pathway to business growth and increased revenues. The 2016 FedEx Trade Index, a national survey of 1,004 small business leaders conducted by Morning Consult, shows that business leaders engaged in global trade say they're growing faster and hiring more employees than small businesses who stay stateside. 65% of small businesses that trade say their revenue is increasing versus 46% of small businesses that do not trade, the report said. Small businesses that trade are also 20% more likely to say they are hiring more employees. Respondents included business owners and executives at companies with between 2 and 500 employees. 2. Decreased competition. Your product and services may have to compete in a crowded market in the US, but you may find that you have less competition in other countries. 3. Longer product lifespan. Sales can dip for certain products domestically as Americans stop buying them or move to upgraded versions over time. Selling a product to an overseas market can extend the life of an existing product as emerging markets seek to buy American products. 4. Easier cash flow management. Getting paid upfront may be one of the hidden advantages of international trade. When trading internationally, it may be a general practice to ask for payment upfront, whereas at home you may have to be more creative in managing cash flow while waiting to be paid. Expanding your business overseas could help you manage cash flow better. Optimal use of the natural resources of a country. The international trade between two or more nations helps all of them to make the best possible use of their natural resources. Every country can focus on the production of goods and services using these resources and sell them to other nations to earn foreign exchange and shore up their economy. It also helps to avoid the wastage of crucial resources and use them to improve the overall economic standing of the country. 5. Better risk management. One of the significant advantages of international trade is market diversification. Focusing only on the domestic market may expose you to increased risk from downturns in the economy, political factors, environmental events, and other risk factors. Becoming less dependent on a single market may help you mitigate potential risks in your core market. 6. Benefiting from currency exchange. Those who add international trade to their portfolio may also benefit from currency fluctuations. For example, when the US dollar is down, you may be able to export more as foreign customers benefit from the favorable currency exchange rate. You can also benefit from currency conversion. Let's say you do business in Japan and the Japanese yen is strong against the US dollar. Your company's profits from Japan will be in yen. When you convert the payments in yen against a weak dollar, that means more dollars for your American head office, a welcome boost to your bottom line. This alone could be one of the most valuable advantages of international trade. 7. Access to export financing. Another one of the advantages of international trade is that you may be able to leverage export financing. The Export-Import Bank of the United States, EXIM, and the U.S. Small Business Administration may be places to explore for export financing options. 8. Disposal of surplus goods. One of the advantages of international trade is that you may have an outlet to dispose of surplus goods that you're unable to sell in your home market. 9. Enhanced reputation. Doing business in other countries can boost your company's reputation. Successes in one country can influence success in other adjacent countries, which can raise your company's profile in your market niche. It can also help increase your company's credibility, both abroad and at home. This is one of the advantages of international trade that may be difficult to quantify and therefore easy to ignore. 10. Opportunity to specialize. International markets can open up avenues for a new line of service or products. It can also give you an opportunity to specialize in a different area to serve that market. Being exposed to the realities of the world outside your home base may even spark innovations, upgrades, and efficiencies for your products and services. We never know what happens when we open our minds to ideas, feedback, and experiences that come from outside the boundaries of our own country. If you're not sure whether or not you're ready to partake in the advantages of international trade, you might want to check out the resources available for you at the International Trade Administration, ITA. In addition to export education material, the site gives an export readiness assessment. If you're in the UK, you can check out Get Help Researching Export Markets. In Canada, you can access international trade resources made available by the Canadian Trade Commissioner Service. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.